All right, so this is how to get better, basically. So so if you don't know how to set up a private match, so go into your. I'll show you how to do it. You go into multiplayer, and then you click find match. Click on private match, create match. You gotta wait for this stuff to load. Takes a couple seconds, but it shouldn't be that long. Once it's loaded up, you're gonna go into here. You're gonna go into free for all. You're gonna click whatever map you want. I recommend doing like a kind of a smaller map, so like a map like Babylon, Durlac, a hideout, stuff like that, Nuketown, Protocol, Payback, something fairly small. So you can get in a lot of like interactions with all these bots. You're gonna go into custom game rules. You're gonna set the time limit to 45 minutes. You're gonna set the score limit to the highest amount, which is 1,000. Keep that on. This, if you go into players, this is where you can change their health and stuff like that. If you put it on 300 health, that's Warzone. But 100 health is the normal like gameplay and stuff like that. Then if you go into the team section, you're gonna go into radar and you're gonna turn that always on. It doesn't really work in this game as much unless you have like a UAV going. And you're gonna go into gameplay. And you're gonna turn your field charge rate up on, so that way, like if you run out of bullets and stuff like that, you can go in with the assault pack that you have in your classes and put it down quicker. And then you go over to this plus button, add the bots to 11, keep them on recruit difficulty. You start your game up. You're loading in your game. Like a lot of people, when they load in and they shoot bots, this is kind of what they do. So they'll load in, with their gun, stuff like that. And they'll go around and they'll shoot people. They'll shoot bots like this, which is good, like that's a good habit to get into because you're still shooting bots. But the biggest thing you want to do, especially while you're in these private lobbies, is you see this crosshair that's on like, the middle of my screen, the blue dot. Before you kill somebody, before you aim in on anybody, you want to make sure this blue dot is on their chest before you shoot them. That was a bad example, but alright. So let's try this guy. So we're gonna aim at his chest before we aim in, put the blue dot there, and then aim in. That's what we really want to be working on when we practice in these private lobbies. That's called centering. You're centering on their chest area. You just kind of go through like this, You get like 50 to 100 kills just doing this, and getting kind of used to this motion. Doing that. And the other thing you want to do, like while you're shooting and stuff, is your left stick, the stick that I'm moving on my screen right now, the one to move back and forth, you always want to be moving left and right like this. Because if you just stand still, one, that's an easy target to hit, but two, you're not getting like any aim assist. So if you're moving back and forth like this, especially while you're aiming in, you're gonna get a lot of aim assists. See how my crosshair just tracked that guy, and it just did it again on this person? That's your aim assist working. Now if I just have it like this and he moves, it's not gonna do anything, right? So this guy's gonna go across my screen. I didn't do anything. If I'm gonna go like this, right? We'll do it on somebody that crosses by. Well, I'm gonna keep moving my right stick or my left stick like this. I'm just gonna show you guys what I mean. See, kind of how it moved left and right like that. See how it's doing that? That's your aim assist. You always want to have that on. So you always want to be doing this while you're shooting and stuff like that. Those things down, you kind of put them all together while you're running around shooting the bots. Run around, get your crosshair on their chest before you aim in, and then move your left stick left and right, kind of straight back and forth. You just practice that kind of stuff over and over again. You get more comfortable with it, and the gunfights will become easier and easier to do. basics down, like what you should be practicing, like for your first like 20, you know, like I said, 50 to 100 kills. You're gonna be doing stuff like this, you know, getting pretty warmed up. And then once you get, you know, pretty warmed up from there, from that point, you can start doing a little bit like more advanced things, but not too advanced. So you know, you can do things like jump shotting, you know, like that, where you're shooting and you're jumping. That's really good for if you're like really close with like an SMG. That's really good. You can do drop shots, where you know, you go like this and you lay down and you shoot them. That's really good for like medium range gunfights because it kind of like breaks their aim assist. You just kind of practice things like that over and over again until you're really comfortable with them in hot lobbies. You know, that's kind of basically how you practice. You do things like this over and over again, repeatedly, until it like kind of gets into your brain. Just like picking faces, or just like fucking driving a car. And I don't like when I first started doing this, I had to really think about like what I was doing. Like I had to really concentrate. You know, not on chest, amen. Dot on chest, amen, shoot. Dot on chest, amen, shoot. And then after a while, it kind of just, you know, it's still in your brain while you're doing it. Stuff like that. Alright, I have an arrow. You know, you switch to an SMG. It's the same thing, same concept, no matter what you're doing. Dot on chest, amen, shoot. You just do that until you get fairly comfortable with it. This is a very basic thing that everybody does at like a kind of higher level when they know how to shoot. They don't even like think about it that they're doing. That's why like it's kind of hard for people to explain in a video because they don't really know what it is. Once you start getting more used to doing that, another thing you can do is you can do what's called doing clean kills. So I aim on this guy, I shoot 5 bullets, and that's a kill. Right? I just shot 5 bullets, I didn't kill him. I'm gonna back off, because that's not a clean kill. That was one shot. Alright, we're gonna try to catch somebody else spawn over here, because there's gonna be a guy spawning up over here. Not spawn up over here. 5 bullets, dead. Over and over again. So then you kind of get used to the muscle memory of how many bullets it takes to kill somebody. That way you're not overshooting or undershooting, you know. You don't want to be shooting like this. Calm and collected. Another thing you really want to do, like a lot of people, like when they're first starting to play like first-person shooter games, when they shoot, they move their right stick. They aim with their right stick because they think that's how they have to aim. That's not entirely true. You want to use your left stick to aim more than you do your right stick, right? So if you watch my hands on these next couple of kills, right? I'm moving my left stick over and over again. I'm not really moving my right stick. I'm using my right stick to like control my recoil. I'm pulling down. That's about it. I'm not moving it left to right very much. I'm not moving it, you know, back and forth. Just keeping it nice and calm. And I'm getting my kills. You get your kills, stuff like that. And you just kind of do this until you either feel, you know, confident and warmed up enough, or, you know, if you really want to get better, you can sit down and you can, you know, shoot like a certain number of bots. And when I first started playing Call of Duty, I would warm up in a bot lobby like this, and I would shoot like 500 to 1,000 bots, and I would just like each 100 bots I shot, I would do a different thing, right? Like 100 bots, I would just make sure my centering is really good. 100 bots, I'm doing drop shots. 100 bots, I'm doing things like jump shots, stuff like that, you know? I'm slide canceling around corners, making sure my centering is good. You get really good at this, you'll start winning a lot more gunfights than you're used to. Another thing in this game that a lot of people, like, I think they kind of forgot about, like, when the people played the beta, is that, like, really up close gunfights, you don't have aim assist, right? Like, so if I come next to this guy, and I sit here, and I, you know, right, this guy that's right behind me, I don't have aim assist on this guy, right? Like, even though it looks like it because he's up close, I don't. So if he were to be, like, screaming, moving around, you know, doing a bunch of omni movement on you, you wouldn't have aim assist on him up close. So the best thing you can do when you're in a gunfight this close, when you're in a gunfight that close, is to hit fire, you know? Like that. Hit fire. Hit fire and then aim in. Hit fire, right? And then aim in. Your hip fire spread is going to get you a lot more damage on them than if you're to sit here and try to aim in while you're really close, right? If I go like that, obviously it looks like it's a good kill, but not very. And you practice things like this over and over and over and over again until you feel really comfortable and confident with your gunplay. This is like the most basic thing you can do to get better, right? Like, your gun skill and how well you shoot is just one small part of the game. To get even like more better, you gotta start like knowing how to play situations. You have to know like certain things and how to do certain things, right? Like take Warzone for example, right? Because that's what you're gonna be playing a lot, I'd assume. You know, Warzone. You want to know how to rotate. You want to know how to like rotate into a new zone. You want to know where to land. You want to know like how to play a certain team versus playing a different team. You want to be able to shoot long range shots. You want to be able to shoot short range shots. You know. You gotta be, it's more than just shooting straight and being able to kill people. Like 90% of the game is using your brain very hard. I mean, you guys don't do that much when you guys play with me, like, because I tend to try to do a lot of it, like a lot of the thinking of what we have to be doing and what we should be doing. That's alright. I like doing that, there's no problem with it, but like I said, you know, you wanted to get better, and I'm always happy to help guide people to get better and do the same and shoot straighter, as I would say. That's basically that, and like how you can do better. Like, as you play the game more, you'll like and watch like YouTube videos and watch different people play. You'll learn a lot of different things on what you can do. But centering, jump shotting, and drop shotting, and slide canceling. They're your basic things that you're gonna want to get really good at doing. You're really good at slide canceling, you know. I slid around the corner. I'm centered like in where like they're gonna